Hello, how's it going? My name's Geraint John and welcome to episode 19 of the Voice for Voice podcast, recorded exclusively for your eyes and your ears, because we're on Instagram Live, so it's eyes and ears in Brixton, South London. Hi Will, how are you, mate?
Good,
I haven't
how are
seen
you?
you for ages.
Yeah, not since
It just feels
all
like
week, every week.
I just feel like, you know, we need to see more of each other. I just never see you. It's just
I
like,
spend more time with you than my friends and family.
yeah, I just close my eyes, and me actually. I close my eyes at night and I just see Will's face just looking back at me going, Geraint, can you enable the skill? So just to clear something up, so on this podcast we test skills, okay? And, you know, we have to enable the skills on the device, which is normally on my phone. But the thing is, I'm recording Instagram Live on my phone, and I'm saying that you need to have it on your phone, Will, so that you can enable it.
The real trouble, though, is because Amazon just refused to release skills to the UK as well as US. So
Yeah, why is that?
they gave some reason at the dev conference, but it was rubbish. I didn't really understand it.
Guys, come on now. It's like
Simple.
You wouldn't display search results in google.co.uk and not google.com. It's universal, man. Anyway, so what we're going to be talking about today, Will?
So it's Alexa's birthday today. Well, yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Alexa, 4 years old.
I'm trying to think when I bought my first Alexa. I think it was in 2016, maybe a
So,
bit earlier.
Late to the game. That's what he said.
No, actually, 2000. Anyway, it was like the week it was released, basically, and then I decided that I was going to become the voice for voice. After that, I had like
An epiphany.
Yeah, just kind of just looked up to the sky and just saw the words "the voice for voice." So
There we go. We'll be looking a little bit about what Alexa's achieved in this 4 years, where it's all going.
Where is it going? Well,
it's going to the very top. To the very top.
the toppermost of the poppermost,
Exactly.
as John Lennon once said.
We'll be looking at whether voice devices can be used for domestic abuse. Saw a very
It's a bit depressing,
scary, interesting article about an angry boyfriend who used his Alexa to survey his girlfriend and then eventually scare her.
That's potentially
after they broke
something
up.
that you.
I think
would
that's
do.
more you than me.
I think I could imagine.
I
Will.
can imagine you.
Really?
Yeah, if you were jilted, you would
I'm not
use your
gonna be
Alexa
jilted,
for
though.
evil.
I'm not going to be jilted.
Let's
I'm too
hope not.
nice.
Let's hope not. Google Assistant has come into Google Chrome, the most popular web browser in the world. So
Got a
suddenly,
bit late for this, isn't it? Jesus Christ! You would have thought they would have
Yeah.
done that straight away. Someone in Chrome said, "I've got an idea. I've got an idea.
why don't we use Google
Let's
Assistant?
link up Google Assistant. Let's get the Google Assistant guys on the phone. Let's speak to them." And then some guy from Google Assistant has to go to some sort of committee, and it gets signed off.
But we'll be seeing whether we think this is going to be a game-changing explosion in the amount of Google Assistant users, or if it's just going to be a bit weird having it on your browser.
Yeah, a bit like the Facebook portal.
Yes, gosh,
Which was
the poor
released.
portal.
It's been released. I put
Has
something
it?
on my Twitter about it today.
Has it
has been.
finally been?
But I
But
thought
decided
it-
to go ahead.
Yeah, they probably had like loads of them stacked up in the Facebook office. Oh, we got to get rid of them.
We gotta move these now.
Yeah, Nick Clegg's just there going, but what's the strategy with Portal? Poor old. Should we talk, are we going to be talking about Nick Clegg again?
No, we've. I think we've exhausted
We
that
rinsed
one.
him. I had
Yeah.
lots of positive feedback about the old Nick Clegg
Oh, yeah.
gags, especially that there was celebrations in the Clegg household when he got the job. Darling, I think we should get an Indian tonight. Let's just splash out. You can have starters as
Have
well.
two kormas.
Yeah, and I might just get a bottle of wine as well. Anyway, this is a voice podcast, so let's stop being
Yeah.
so ridiculous.
So we're going to be looking about the voice revolution, which is happening in the charity sector. So
Is there a revolution?
yes,
Bit over the top, isn't it? A revolution. When I think of a revolution, I think about
not a violent revolution, just a
Or
kind
is there
of
just
metaphorical revolution.
that's really dramatic phrasing, but yeah, let's
Okay,
call it a
yeah.
revolution.
And then our skill of the week, which is by a company called Magoosh.
Yeah. And what's it
which
called,
is,
Will?
It's called
You're not
Vocabulary.
reading that out here at all.
Vocabulary
Yeah.
Vocabulary Builder.
Yeah.
So well done, Magoosh.
Yeah, well done,
It's a
guys.
game
Yeah.
to help you learn as well as have fun. So that's great. And then we will be having our head-to-head between Google Assistant.
And what is the
and
head-to-head this week, Will?
It's a special surprise,
Yes.
which I'm not going to reveal
Yeah,
at this moment.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Shall we get on with this?
Yes. So, first things first, why don't you wish Alexa happy birthday and see what happens?
Alexa, there we go. Alexa, happy birthday.
Thanks. I got an amazing present. Michael Bublé singing Happy Birthday to me. Wow. If you'd like to hear it, ask me to play Michael Bublé singing Happy Birthday.
Alexa, play Michael Bublé singing Happy Birthday.
Happy birthday
God.
to Alexa. Happy birthday.
How much do you think they paid him for this?
Happy birthday.
$1 million?
Dear
No.
You don't know.
Happy birthday to
He's got a nice voice though, you can't deny that, no matter what you think of his musical output.
You what? Sorry, can we just stop this now? Sorry.
He's got a nice voice.
Michael Bublé's got a nice
no
voice.
matter what you think of
What
his
is the-
musical output.
What is the matter with you, Will? You're a 25-year-old
That's
man.
subjective.
You're not supposed to
That's
say
subjective.
Well, he's obviously got a nice voice.
Well,
but
that, yeah.
Cliff Richard's
so you
got
agree?
a nice voice.
Yeah. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not condoning the man.
Okay, fine. Right.
Anyway, so happy 4th birthday, Alexa. We should mute her again before.
Yeah, let's mute
She
Alexa.
starts.
Okay, cool.
Oops. So 4 years. What do you think about after 4 years?
Well, there are 50,000 skills, most of which aren't very good, to be frank, but they will be good. So there's 50 million devices. Seems that 50 is a common number here, and it's partnered with 20,000 devices. And, well, a crazy idea, really. I think, you know, I'd like to have been there when the Alexa was first conceived, because it's an insane idea. Let's build a kind of a tower.
Star Trek computer.
Yeah, and I think the world is just trying to get their heads around it.
It's always been a thing in science fiction, the kind of voice computer. I think that
Yeah.
turning that into reality is one of the reasons that Jeff Bezos was so interested in the idea.
Yeah. It's crazy watching my son use Alexa, and this is what, like, I was chatting to someone about this the other day. He's like my greatest case study, because he literally just interacts with Alexa from the moment he wakes up. He's got like a dot in his room. We've got a show downstairs, and he uses it to manage his day. So he uses it to tell him when he goes to school. So he knows he's got to leave at a certain time to cycle to school. He uses it to play all of his music. He uses it for flash briefings, which I find and this is unprompted by me, the voice for voice. You know, he uses it to get information, and he likes to get his football information. So for me, that is a sign that it's a winner.
Wow. Yeah. No, it's definitely the current generation growing up are going to be heavily reliant on it. So first 4 years, you got to call it a success, don't you?
It's got to be a success in terms of they've shifted loads of units, because it's a great thing, as in it's new and it's exciting.
Yeah, they shifted loads of units.
Yeah, I shifted.
Great.
I shifted loads of those handbags. Oh, they're dodgy handbags. I just sometimes wish I was selling handbags actually, rather than doing this, but that's a different story. No, but in all seriousness, it has been a success. But it's like we keep on saying, the devices are in people's houses.
Yes.
So they're there. That's got to be the objective of phase one. Let's get them into people's houses. Let's
get
sell,
people using
shed
them.
loads of them.
Let's get them mainstream.
And then let's allow people, brands, to build amazing skills so that we can make more money selling.
Let's get them in people's homes and run ads.
So don't believe a word when people say, "Oh no, we're not going to run ads." Yes, you are. You are going to run ads. Why wouldn't you run ads? You know. So that's got to be the plan. And you know, genuinely, I think Amazon want it to be an amazing, you know, device. They want the devs to build the skills. But I think if you think about Amazon as a company, it's probably just like really low priority because they've got everything else which is making loads of money. All right, Lem Media, how's it going, mate? I met this guy in New York and you filmed me talking to Gary Vaynerchuk, didn't you? I think, and you were going to send me the video, which you didn't, and you invited me to go to meet you in Colorado as well, which I haven't done yet. But thank you for joining the Instagram live. But I digress. So basically, like we keep on saying, don't want to repeat ourselves. It's in its infancy. It's only just begun, but people need to build more skills.
Yeah. So Alexa in another 4 years' time.
It's going to be
In
day to
houses.
day. You're going to just be buying stuff through it.
Yeah.
You're going to be, all your brands will have skills and you'll just be interacting with your favourite things, if that's Topshop or Nike or whoever, your favourite band. That's how you'll do everything.
And
Anyway,
that's that.
so what else are we chatting about then?
So an interesting article, which I mentioned earlier, about this poor woman whose boyfriend used an Alexa. He set up all these tiny security cameras and then controlled them
As
all
you
via.
do.
Yeah, of course. You've got to make sure that your partner's behaving.
Yeah.
And he uses
If you had a partner.
he accessed them via Alexa and filmed. Just used it to keep tabs on her.
So what sort of things was he keeping tabs on her for?
Just all her movements.
Oh, wait, she's going downstairs. She's going to the kitchen. What's she doing? She's going down. She's making a cup. She's
Toast.
making a cup of tea. Oh my God.
Well.
Yeah. So was she doing anything interesting, this woman?
She doesn't say if she was.
Did the neighbour
But it
come
got
round?
it all went a bit ugly after she broke up with him, because he then used his Alexa to start turning lights on and off and turn the washing machine off. So she started to think that she was haunted.
Right.
And was
She
becoming.
sounds a bit mental to me, actually.
Well, exactly. No, she was being led to believe that she was mental, but actually she was completely sane.
I don't think
It's
we're allowed
called
to say
it's
mental,
called
actually.
gaslighting.
Right.
It's
I like
when
the
a
way
guy.
you haven't smiled throughout this podcast, and just for the cameras now, Will is smiling. Look. So he obviously finds this very
It's because
funny.
you've accidentally walked into the main theme of the article,
Oh right, okay.
which
fine.
is guys trying to convince girls that they're mental
Okay.
when actually they're completely sane.
So hold on. So this guy was using his Alexa to turn the lights on and off.
Yeah.
And she was losing the plot.
Yeah.
And how did he get revealed? This crazy
I don't know.
psychotic
it
boyfriend.
doesn't say.
No?
It doesn't say, weirdly.
No.
Which makes me think maybe it's made up.
Yeah, I think it sounds like it might be.
So it's written by Rachel Sig. So if
Rachel.
you're listening, Rachel,
No, 'cause
just
we'll
own
be
up.
We'll be
It's not
emailing
real,
you
is
after
it?
this,
It's
Rachel.
not
You
true.
made this up, didn't
Now
you?
this is blown out of proportion, and you're going to have to face
And the winner of
the court of Twitter.
the winner of the worst story that we've ever spoken about on the Voice for Voice podcast. Topic: our voice devices assisting domestic abuse. You should write for the Sun or something. It's totally
That's
misleading.
Sensational.
Is that what the headline was?
No,
And
to be
it's-
fair,
you
it's-
made it up.
I heard that.
Oh my God! I mean, I'd hardly call turning a light on like.
It's
the
emotional. It's emotional manipulation.
I'm thinking of like, because this could be just, my bantery with you could be, is that domestic abuse?
Wow.
If you were weaker,
Wow.
yeah, you could
I'll
sue
let,
me.
I'll let
Compo.
the court decide that.
Yeah. We've got all the tapes.
Yeah,
Look at
the
Garen
employment
smiling.
tribunal.
Yeah, exactly. Bit nervous.
Anyway,
Anyway, what are we chatting about next?
so Google Assistant has confirmed that it's going to be launching on the Chrome browser very soon. I don't know when, but soon. So
Yeah.
what do you think of this?
Well, it's so obvious, isn't it, that it should be on the desktop as well.
Yeah.
I've got Siri on my new MacBook Pro, which I don't really need, but I've got a MacBook Pro.
And do you use it on the MacBook?
My heart is telling me that I should say yes, but I don't. I don't use it.
Well.
No, the voice for voice.
The voice for voice,
But
typing,
but I don't
looking
like
at
using it
stuff.
on my desktop for some reason.
silent.
Yeah, I do use it for some things, like, but I do use
Backtracking.
backtrack. I do use voice to turn my telly on. I did an Instagram of that the other day, and the kids do as well. So they go, Alexa, turn the telly on, and we all like, woohoo! But that's off topic. I'm off topic now. I'm not talking about Google Chrome.
You're
I'm feeling
panicking.
bad. I'm panicking. I'm like this kind of duck just.
I do use
calm-
voice.
Yeah, I do, honestly. I'm like this duck just on the lake, and my legs are just flapping underneath, Right. Okay.
So
I think this is pretty big news
Yeah.
because I think 61%. They've got 61% market share. We all use Google Chrome, and I
Yeah.
think the Google Chrome plugins are very, very extremely popular because they're ace, and we use them in the office. I use them for all type of things. So why on earth wouldn't you use Google Assistant just to kind of run your day, to make your day easier? Of course, it's going to work.
just to play devil's advocate,
Okay.
would you not feel a bit weird just if you're like browsing the internet and then just start talking to it?
No.
I mean,
Do you feel weird now talking?
no, but I'm not talking to my browser.
But you are sat
I'm
talking into a
person.
microphone.
That's completely different.
It's irrelevant, isn't it? Oh God. No, I think it's obviously it's new, isn't it? And people just need to get used to it, which is
Yeah.
why you feel a bit you
be
feel a
like,
bit self-conscious. Don't you,
Google,
when
go
you
to Facebook.
when you go swimming and you're walking around, like with no top on, just thinking, I feel a bit uncomfortable here, but then you just get used to it, don't you?
You do, yeah.
Yeah. So, so the answer is it's going to work. It's going to be massive, but it's going to take a bit of time.
But Google, they tried to launch with Pixelbook. This is a bit of extra detail, and it was rubbish, apparently.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pixelbook is their laptop.
I know that. Yeah.
Um,
But is it because Pixelbook is rubbish?
yeah, well, it just sounded like it wasn't what users said. It was confusing and didn't really work in a lot of cases. So
Right.
I'm sure they've figured out those problems.
But I use Siri and Alexa. I don't use Google Assistant really for some reason.
You've
Even
got
though
Google
it's-
Home, though.
Yeah.
Which is Google Assistant.
Yeah. No, I just don't really.
Wow. Because you're biased towards Alexa. We've already gone over this. Just
dare you?
admit
I
it.
resent
Just
that.
admit it. No,
I resent that implication. Well,
it's not an implication. It's
It's a fact.
It's an
At the moment, I do
accusation.
prefer Alexa to Google.
right.
Google Home, Google Assistant. I think Google Assistant is like, there's something about it. I think I'm just sick of Google, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, they've got their finger in every pie.
Is there anything more annoying when somebody says, what's the word when someone used to work at Google?
An ex-Googler. Yeah,
Oh
that
my
is
God.
that is
Yeah, you're an ex-Googler.
infuriating.
Because you weren't good enough to stay in Google,
Yeah.
hence the word ex. It's just like, what a pretentious load of nonsense.
Ex-Googler.
Somebody
Gerard John.
sent me a CV saying ex-Googler on it. I would just get the paper and, I don't know, just burn it in the office, and I wouldn't even care if the fire alarms went off.
Wow. There
It's
we
a
have
hell of a
it.
statement,
An
isn't it?
arsonist. The lowest of the low.
Anyway, so what else are we chatting about, Will?
So we've talked about a few cool charity skills over the last few weeks, and it seems there was an interesting article. It was in the Evening Standard saying that Alexa is on the brink of transforming the charity sector. And the thing they picked up on is something that we picked up on. Maybe they've listened to this podcast, which is that Amazon Pay makes it very easy to donate to charity via Alexa. So all you have to say, so it was the British Heart Foundation which did it first a year ago, and all you have to say is, Alexa, donate £10 to the British Heart Foundation. That's that.
Yeah. I mean,
So I guess the question is, can any charity afford to not have a skill at this point?
yeah, I think that it lends itself really well to it. The fact that it's a conversation, you can kind of find information about that charity. So if it's, there's something about voice which is it's another person talking to you. It's quite comforting. It's
Yeah.
quite reassuring.
Well, people feel more comfortable asking certain types of information from a voice device rather than typing it into Google.
Yeah, because you're quite paranoid about that, aren't you?
Am I?
Yeah, you are. You're always paranoid about what you type into Google. No, but data and all of that, it's
If you're
just-
paranoid about data, then Alexa's probably not,
I'm obviously not.
the best.
I'm not paranoid about data, am I? Because
because you got
I run
several voice
I've
devices
got several
in your
voices.
house.
It's like basically Mark Zuckerberg is watching me now.
Yeah.
He's watching me from his mansion. He's got his fluffy dogs just running around. Hey, get around to doing the Voice for Voice podcast again. Terrible impression, but it's true. Yeah, no, I'm not paranoid about data, but some people are, I think. But no, I think it lends itself well to charities. Interestingly, we were chatting to one this week, weren't we?
Yeah, exactly. And I think it'll work well. I think it's really good for, as you say, raising awareness and giving information about projects and stuff. And I think the reason is because it's interactive, so
Yeah.
you can have a conversation, which is
Exactly.
a perfect way to...
Just lots of new people joining our Instagram. Ellen Hughes. Who we know.
Ellen.
Say hello to Ellen.
Hi, Ellen. How's it going?
Ellen, you're live on the Voice for Voice podcast. No, so we agreed that charity is and voice goes very well together, and we believe that in the next 6 to 12 months, more, and this is fact because I'm chatting to them, voice is very much on the agenda on the basis that people can give money and donate very, very easily. So
Maybe we should set up a Voice of Voice podcast donation skill, just for voice enthusiasts to, give a little something back to
yeah, I want to be paid for this podcast.
There's two guys who
where's my money? Who's paying
put
me for
their
this
heart
podcast?
and soul into providing the
19
latest voice commentary and analysis.
19
And for
episodes
what?
I've done of this. I haven't even,
I know.
there should be a whip around in the office.
Yeah.
Where's my money? No, we love it, really. We love it. And
we do
someone
it
was
for the
saying,
passion.
but we're turning this into a flash briefing, aren't we? So that'll be out
Yeah.
as well.
So as of hopefully next week, well, maybe even this episode, if we get it through in time, you will be able to enable this podcast via Alexa.
Yeah,
which will
absolutely.
be cool.
Absolutely. So what's our skill of the week then? Well,
Our skill of the week is by Magoosh.
by
I have
what?
to confess, this was third choice
Right.
skill of the week. Technical difficulties.
Well, yeah, it's just
That
this is one
.com,
thing that,
.co.uk
honestly, it's
mess
the
around.
bane
We
of my
change
life.
it. We change it to American, and then we want an English skill, and it takes 20 minutes to reset the device.
Yeah, and
By
we've
which
got,
point
well,
we're kind of
and we're not getting paid for this.
running late. No, we've got actual jobs to be doing as well.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
here it is. It is. I've forgotten the name, but I'm very passionate about it. Vocabulary builder.
Okay, so Alexa, open Magoosh Vocabulary Builder.
Welcome to Magoosh Vocabulary Builder.
We're
I
on.
will ask you 5 questions to test your vocabulary.
Here we
You will
go.
earn a point for each correct answer. Here is your first question. Which of the following is a synonym of serendipity? Polite, luck, commonness.
I know this. Luck. Impressed?
That's correct. Serendipity means luck. You have
No.
earned 1 point. Next question. Which of the following is a synonym of maladroit? Inappropriate, clumsy, vicious.
Inappropriate.
That is incorrect. Maladroit means clumsy. You have earned
There we
1
go.
point this round.
We've learnt something.
Next question. Which of the following is a synonym of peevish? Starving, irritable, tiny.
Can you repeat
Ir-
that?
Which of the following is a synonym of peevish? Tiny, irritable, starving.
What was the first one?
Starving.
No, it's definitely not.
I'm sorry.
Irritable.
That is not quite right. Peevish means irritable.
Oh.
You have earned
Well, you didn't say it, did you?
Well, no.
Next question. Which of the following is a synonym of unprepossessing? Greedy, charitable, unremarkable.
A synonym of what?
I thought I wasn't listening.
Unprepossessing means unremarkable.
Awesome. Alexa,
Here's your last.
stop.
Well,
I mean,
Thanks for playing Magoosh Vocabulary Builder.
I think it
You
was
earn 0 points this round.
well, we won, but
Alexa, stop.
that seems harsh.
Okay, so I think that was actually quite good
Yeah.
because it was, okay, we couldn't open it for 5 minutes and it messed up the entire podcast. But apart from that major inconvenience, it actually flows quite well.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you could understand what she was saying.
I mean, if you're into vocabulary games, then that's
Yeah, which I would
great.
imagine that's the sort of thing you and your school chums would do, isn't it? Over a nice bottle of claret. Yeah.
Serendipity.
Yeah, we were chatting about this the other day, weren't we? How different. Anyway, let's not go into that here. So we'll talk about it at some point on the podcast. Okay, so well done. That's our skill of the week, and we're now going to do our.
Head-to-head.
Can you do the?
Head-to-head.
That's worrying.
That's our new jingle.
Yeah. Okay. So what is the head-to-head, Will?
Whether or not we can find out some flight information from both Google Assistant and the Alexa.
So where should we go on our journey, Will, together? As if we don't spend enough time together.
Oh gosh, holiday with you. That must be quite something.
Not sure what you mean. Right, that's enough of that now. Okay.
Where would you want to
Colorado.
go? You choose, because
Let's go
you're
to
funding it.
Let's go to Yeah, exactly. Most things. Dig. Colorado. Let's go to Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah. Alexa, find me a flight to Colorado.
To check flight status, I need the airline and flight number.
That's no good.
It's no good. I want to find a flight. I don't want to check the status. Jesus.
And,
Right, so that's 0 out of 10. Hey, Google, find me a flight to Colorado.
Popular flight destinations in Colorado include Denver and Aspen. Upcoming return flights from London start at £658.
not
Where
bad.
do you want to go?
Denver.
Upcoming return flights from London to Denver start at £285.
What? That's
Do you
cheap.
know what dates you'd like to fly?
Today.
It looks like something's not working right.
The 9th of November.
Alexa, Google.
Google.
Hey Google. Hey Google. The 9th of November.
According to Wikipedia, November is described in a novel by Bernard Germany that told the story of the German insurrection of 1918.
Good
With
effort.
Scheiman's intention to proclaim the Republic before the communists did.
Right. Okay, just a message for Google and Amazon now. Listen, we know you're listening. You can pretend that we know you are. Sort your shit out, okay? That was pathetic. All right? I'm not asking for much. I want to go to Denver to see my mate Lem Media because he's invited me. I don't want to use a search engine because I'm sick of search engines. I want to say it. I want to use my voice and you're not giving me the help. So out of protest, I'm not going to Colorado now. And the guy from Lem Media, who I've met only once, but we're kind of friends on social, and he's going to be disappointed. He's going to be heartbroken.
So
He's
nice one,
heartbroken.
Google and Amazon.
Yeah, he's so heartbroken that he's left.
You scared him off.
I think, yeah, you think, God, he's a bit weird.
He's coming up to find me.
Yeah, in the he's probably moved from Colorado. No, but this guy was quite cool because he interviewed me in this conference, and Gary Vaynerchuk was like doing his thing where you could meet him, and you know, so I was like, well, I'm here, I might as well meet him and say hello to him. So I like waited, and he was waiting as well, and he filmed me talking to him, and the conversation with Gary Vaynerchuk wasn't very long really. And not very memorable actually either. So on that
There we
note, that brings
that.
to the close another episode 19
Episode
of
19.
The Voice for Voice. Don't forget, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. Don't bother following Will because he's not active on it because he's just voice only.
It'll be boring, yeah.
Yeah, but he does stalk people on Instagram. And we want you to have a really nice rest of your day and give us a review, good review. Thank you very much.
Thank
Goodbye.
you. Goodbye.